Sense of in that creation that somehow or another we're created uniquely, each individual, and yet we are still created in the image of God. And so as we discover our strengths, we discover really that uniqueness of how we're wired and who we are and how God has kind of put us together.
I love kids, and that's something that I've really been able to learn through the strengths that I have in my life and the things that I've been able to learn about myself. Because of these abilities that I have and the passion that I have for children, I've been able to push myself to my limits in order to find out that I'm now a camp counselor, which has also pushed me even more in the direction that I want to be a teacher someday. So right now I'm going to school to become a teacher someday.
And those strengths grow and develop through our youth, but just imagine a kid honoring that they got to be, beautiful in who they were, who they are, and that God created them beautifully.
Futurist too is a lot of fun because I'm always dreaming about where this could go and how it could happen. And with the arranger, I can take that dream and then say, this is the things that we need to do to build. However, the fun part of that is every now and then my wife, Susie, she'll look at me and she'll go, I just need you here in this moment, not someplace else or down the road 5 years, just here.
Going off of my connection with people and my relating and empathy, I've been able to talk to people about what their faith is, and I think that has really helped me find my faith too.
And so it starts at a very young age, and then that sense of it brings them all the way through their life, and so they can grow and develop on those strengths.
It worked because also then in 5th and 6th grade we went to the Gallup Strengths Explorer and worked with their parents and worked with the kids, and together the 3rd and 4th grade kind of capturing that languaging and look and stuff for them to understand strengths, and then 5th and 6th using the Strengths Explorer, and that was a powerful 4-year time frame of influencing the kids.
Well, my 5 strengths that I kind of am seeing in 2 parts are competitor, achiever, discipline, context, and input. Competitor, achiever, and discipline kind of all go together to me, and they're things I knew about myself, but it was nice to have them called out and be more aware of them. And the way that I view them is to kind of lead a more balanced lifestyle because of it.
And so this Project Runway is they walk down with their unique kind of who they are written all over their hats and their projects, and we celebrated that, and the group clapped and just got excited because this is who I am, and this is what I am bringing to this world. And
I definitely think that kids have strengths. Children are so expressive, and at a young age, I just think that you can see some of their natural talents just blossom right away. And working at camp has really given me the opportunity to see kids in their natural environment where they can get comfortable with one another. And you see the leaders pop up, you see the creators popped up, the thinkers and the relators, and people that there's just so many ways in the group dynamics, and all together they just come to be one. It's awesome.
You have a unique gift to this world, and we're going to try to help you discover that in this ministry as you serve others. So it's not done in a vacuum, but it's actually done in service projects. And
I've been a part of a group of young women called YWAP, Young Women on Purpose, and there's been about 10 of us for 5 or so years, and we've looked at these strengths together, and I think having that small group context is really interesting because you appreciate each other's strengths, and you can talk about it and laugh about it, and you know each other so well that a lot of times people can tell you things about yourself that you wouldn't necessarily think of right away.
so instead of just giving them information and teaching information, what we want to do is really help them discover who they are and how they're made, and their particularities in understanding, from the Myers-Briggs to the Strength Finders to some other tools that we're going to use, and then we're just going to kind of grow on that and then help them discover then their passion. If they could do anything to make this world a better place, is one of the questions we ask. What would that be?
For me, it's been a little more introspective, I think, and it's been about understanding my gifts and appreciating them and trying to find the best way to use them. And I think recognizing that and knowing that God designed me this way and I have different gifts than other people makes me want to push myself to really find my place in the world and do things that are specifically something that I can give.
We're so delighted they're here and that they have gifts and strengths and talents to offer, and that our job is to really help them discover those. And so it's really a discovery. And so if I could say anything, if we could really have the approach that every person, and especially young people with my focus, is like a gift, just beautifully wrapped by God. And it's the sense of how do we unwrap that gift and allow that gift to be part of the community.
So I really feel like the combination of my church and my strengths has caused me to be able to build others up within the church and to build up the church as a body.